I'm a big movie fan. I love Errol Morris. This is his second movie, Vernon, Florida. He was trying to make a documentary about a place in Florida called Nub City, Vernon, Florida, where these people were cutting off their limbs for insurance money. And so he went there and he couldn't find any proof of this. So he ended up just profiling the people in this town. And it is like a very strange, existentialist, very funny profile of these very strange people. I find this movie like incredibly moving, but also very like hypnotic. Please, if you could find it, Vernon, Florida is fantastic.
Florida is amazing. I, again, saw this. There's a Sound Warehouse video, and I became obsessed with Errol Morris because Thin Blue Line. And I had heard that Gates of Heaven was Roger Ebert's favorite movie and all this. And I was like, well, God, I got to see these other films he's made. And I had a teacher at my school, my high school, named Randy Lewis was his name, and he had seen these movies. I feel like I remember him going, oh, you got to see these early Errol Morris movies. And yeah, so it's Vernon, Florida, which you've already covered, but it is, Nub City, and he doesn't really find anything, but any real acts of this stuff. But what I just found interesting was to see a documentary that it casts a spell on you when you have to kind of sit and watch it. No distraction. Yeah. And I wish I could have seen this in the theater, same with Gates of Heaven, because it does, it like rewires your brain while you're watching it. Yeah, but it's like you understand this weird philosophy that all these backwoods people have. Exactly. They all came out of this earth or something. It doesn't, and I think what people talk, the best scene in that movie is the three guys at the gas station talking about how their friend killed himself, and they start arguing over how he was able to shoot himself with a rifle. Is great.
The very next damn day after we was working, and he said that day, he says, that'll be the last thing I ever do is to shoot myself, which it was.
But it is just, it's one of those movies that has a profound effect on me every time I watch it. And it's like Mishima in that way where I'm like, there's nothing like this. And to have, to be a filmmaker now that, I've made things and been a part of things, acted in a lot of movies. There's so much writing. There's so much money and people and time writing on a movie. Mm-hmm. It makes films like Vernon, Florida, and real daring movies. I have so much more respect for the filmmaker because Errol Morris is sitting around there with a ton of people who are not getting paid a lot, who are at his whim, and you do want to, like, if you're like me, kind of a people pleaser, you want to make sure everyone's okay and you hope that the project's going to be okay. So to have your persistence of vision of, okay, you guys are all here. I have the money. We're going to shoot this guy talk about turkeys for about 2 weeks. And we're going to shoot it in a way like no one's ever shot a documentary, and it probably won't work.
And I've always loved it, especially turkey hunting. They're a smart bird. The smartest we got in this country.
And then you go, and then to have that confidence to do it, I have a lot of respect for that guy.